Yes, you mad Etsy people. And you got to be mad selling on Etsy anyway. But it is a fantastic platform sometimes. And you know what? Today's video, I'm looking at the Christmas sales that we're having so far. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm hearing a proper mixed bag from all kinds of people. Some people saying it's an absolute disaster this year. Some people are saying it's actually not too bad. It's pretty good. And you know what? It's really, really interesting just to hear people's views. And here's a prime example of this. And it's all about, Christmas sales, especially with all the things that we've been going through this year. Now, with the policy changes, the kind of new visibility algorithm that's come into play. So I'm on Reddit right now. And like I said, guys, I'm going to be doing lots of different topics. I want to just talk about things that, like when we're working, guys, as we work on our Etsy stores, it can be a very lonely place. And sometimes we really don't know what's going on around us. But I think this is very, very important. So look, like I said, I'm on Reddit right now. So I want to just start off with this comment by the seller about their first year of experiences, their Christmas sales. So this is what they say. They say, apologies for the rant in advance, but this is my first year experiencing what Christmas is like on Etsy, and it's completely crushed my spirit. I enjoy creating things. It's always been my passion to work for myself, but I feel as if I was completely unprepared and blindsided no matter how much preparation I did. I've had so many rude customers, over 20 plus messages a day about shipping when most of it's the post office. Like most of it is the post and their delays. No one seems to understand that I can't control the post office. Mentally, I'm struggling this year. Hope I'm not alone with this feeling. Now, let me tell you something. I'm just going to just respond to that message. You are definitely not alone. So many people are actually feeling mentally, struggling mentally for sure. And that goes on the platform anyway. And look, to be honest, online business is not easy anyway. And there are many customers that really just don't understand or they don't read the rules. They don't understand how long things take, or they just think that things are instantaneous. Like they just think that things are like Amazon, where you get it next day delivery. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't, right? Things can sometimes take time and it's out of our control. And this is what customers also need to understand. And this is the sort of flip side to selling online on Etsy, is that you do get a lot of negativity that comes through, and if you're not resilient, then it will affect you. But I'm just going to extract a few bits from this. Now, one thing I did notice is that this is a new seller, right? And the new seller has had over 20 plus messages a day about shipping, and that in itself tells me that actually they're not doing too bad. They're doing pretty good. If they're getting that many messages, that means they must be selling quite well, which is a positive. Now, obviously, the negative side are rude customers, and you're going to get that regardless. So it's all about you being resilient, and you know what? You're just going to have to roll with it sometimes. You can't control the shipping time sometimes when things are delayed, especially around Christmas time. So, what I would do, or what I would respond to that is, just don't think about, try your best. Obviously, you have to manage your own mental state in a sense, because this is an online business and it is quite cutthroat, and people don't care, especially customers when they want to order stuff. They literally say anything and they don't care about the seller. So you have to have that resilience if you want to sell online, that's for sure. Look, from what I can see, I can see that you're doing very well. So I suggest you keep going, because to be honest, you're doing something right. You are selling, you're getting lots of messages. Yes, a lot of them are negative. And you know what? You're just going to have to be as polite as you can, because you are a seller. I'm not going to sit here and say the customer's always right, because to be honest with you, sometimes they're wrong, but you have to pretend they're right. It's just the way business is, because, people have, almost like just taking it for granted that they can be rude to people, which is sad, and that's a society thing. But coming back to your message, saying that you've been completely crushed, I would say don't be. I would say look at the positives. Look at how fantastic you've done this year. Look and see how many sales you've made. Things that are out of your control, they're out of your control. It is for everybody. It's the same for everyone. So don't think too much about it. Keep going. Be resilient. And you will do well in the end. Like I said, this is your first year, so you're obviously experiencing a lot of negativity that you're not used to. But as time goes on, as you become more experienced, you will get used to it. But just know that answer in a very polite and professional way, and it always does help. Okay, let's come down. Like I said, I like listening to these messages, guys. And like I said, if you love this too, and you want to talk about a topic, I'm going to be doing lots of these, looking at what people are saying right now. And like I said, this topic is purely about really Christmas sales, By the way, let me know about your own Christmas experience. How have your sales been so far? Like I said, it's been a mixed bag from what I hear. Lots of people have different, differ. Everyone differs, in during this period. But let me know what kind of sales have you got? And what's amazing about this is that we have so many fantastic Etsy sellers, experienced sellers that give great responses and really help out these kind of newbies, which I love. And here's a great response from one of those sellers. And it says, "This is my third holiday season." Actually, relatively new to the game, but they have a bit more experience. "This is my third holiday season, and I agree with this. I do 3D printing. The first year felt great, and we were very busy trying to keep up, but also thought that maybe it was a fluke. Last year was very overwhelming, and I was about 3-4 weeks out on orders. Most understood and were patient. This was mainly caused by when I ordered more machines, those were delayed and I reached a bottleneck point. This year, I started preparing in the summer by getting more machines, even when I didn't need them. While my shipping settings are currently set to 1 to 3 weeks, we've been out at about 10 days on orders, getting a lot out. We changed up our own person schedule to get to the post office on Monday, Wednesday, Friday each day. We've been taking around 40 packages." So what's really good about this answer is that it's given them an idea about how to maybe prepare better for the following year. Because look, when you're a newbie and you're starting out, you need to understand the game. You need to understand how things work. You need to understand how quickly maybe orders may come and how to prepare for it better. And this is a good example of how somebody has given some really great advice on maybe how to prep better. And look, with anything, the first year is always the trickiest and the hardest. So, the first holiday season is by far the hardest. It just gets easier. And it's just with experience. So for those, newbies listening to this video, is you got to understand is it does get easier. Definitely 100%. And it's all about learning and it's all about preparation. You'll definitely learn and, a lot from that first year of selling. But it's all about understanding what to do, learning from it, preparing better, and you will see a huge difference. And you can only once you start implementing these changes, you will see a huge difference. You can't predict everything. But you can always help and make it better. And I really love this comment below it by another seller. It says, because obviously that seller felt quite demoralized and quite crushed, really, because of what was happening. But this seller says, "Look, you're definitely not alone. Everyone expects Amazon speed and free shipping." Absolutely. They so do. Everyone, like that Amazon benchmark, man, it's such a hard one. It really is, because literally everyone expects it the same, and it's just not like that. So it's about expectations. They don't seem to understand or even care that we are individuals. It's so true. Just trying to make ends meet or have a little extra spending money. They don't read descriptions or, for the most part, have any common sense. I'm not gonna lie, that is on point. Good luck to you and the rest of us in 2025. Yeah, I love that, man. I love that. That's beautiful. Just to show that we are all in the same boat. It's for sure. But yeah, I love that one. Here's another one. I really like this one, actually. This one's another one, right? Check this out. It says, "For me, it's not even the customers that are rude about shipping. For some strange reason, I'll go the entire year getting 5-star reviews." This is actually very interesting. Listen to this. "I'll go the entire year getting 5-star reviews and not have any issues. The moment I do Black Friday, say, it's like I get an entirely different customer base. Got a 1-star review today saying they weren't happy with the quality, when throughout the entire year, I got 5 stars highlighting the quality. Same thing happened last year, just after my Black Friday sale. I would have customers reach out and complain and be incredibly rude. I'm not sure what the phenomenon correlation that I have with Black Friday, but anytime that holiday has rolled around, I'm hit with the negativity and messages. I think I read somewhere where someone experienced the same and people thought it was because they expect more with the sale price." This is actually a really, really interesting point, guys. And I've heard this a lot, this phenomenon about people getting low stars, at different times, like Black Friday. I've heard that a lot and I've experienced it myself. And what I put it down to is, I think that is a fantastic point that they've made, is that I also think it's something about expectations and sale price. It's about them. I don't know why. Like maybe Black Friday they expect much more. I don't know, but I feel like that's what it is. And how do I counter that? I mean, for me, it's like I just make sure the price is really, really competitive. because the product is the product, right? You're not going to change the product. It's about what you do, and I think the price is the only thing really you can do a lot with in that sense. But this is a really, and again, I really encourage you guys to, whether you read Facebook groups or Reddit or other ones, just see what people are saying, because there are some magnificent, fantastic nuggets out there. And like I said, I want to do regular videos touching on these, because honestly, if you don't hear about it, I'm going to give it to you. These gems are amazing, right? Here's another seller that says, let me just go down to it. I kind of wonder if around the holidays, Etsy gets a lot of first-time Etsy customers who expect Amazon and treat the sellers as such. Well, for sure, there is that. Look, Amazon has set this kind of expectation where things are sent, really, really quickly. And that has, I would definitely say that this has negatively affected many platforms that are not able to do the same as Amazon. Definitely, 100%. It just has, because I mean, even sometimes for me, like, even though I understand how things are, if I want to buy something on Amazon, let's say, I'm looking at the time, I want it to be delivered today, like, it's crazy. So, your expectations do change when you do have something out there that is able to deliver that quick. It's just the way it is. But, and new customers on the Etsy platform that want to buy stuff will have that expectation, unfortunately. But it's about being very, very clear with these, somehow, with whether it be on your listing. But I mean, they will know how long things take, but sometimes things can be delayed as well. So it's about communicating that expectation the best you can, I would say. And here's another seller talking about their Christmas sales. They're saying, it's my first Christmas on Etsy too. You're definitely not alone. Like you, it was mentally draining me. So I decided it was best for me to turn on vacation mode until after Christmas. I'm personally using this time to resupply, restock, and create new items. Take care of yourself first and foremost. You got this. I'm cheering for you. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, look. And you know what? A lot of people do this, guys, by the way. A lot of people do this. Look, here's another one. I always put my shops on vacation around this time. It saves so much drama of people ordering on the 24th and expecting, oh, God, yeah, that one. And expecting the overnight delivery. I reopen it after Christmas. I assume that I lose sales, but after 1 year of someone screaming at me over email during a holiday event, I just prefer to be in a happier space. Yeah, no, listen, guys. It's a good way. Look, you do have to protect yourself first and foremost, right? And this period can be probably one of the most stressful times of the year, for sure. And people don't realize how hard it can be. People are starting stores and expecting to have this as their sort of, if you like, their way out, or the thing that is actually going to be paying the bills. So you have to counter these expectations, guys, because there are no guarantees in life, firstly. I mean, to be honest, I guess the advantage for digital product sellers is they don't really have this problem with regards to shipping, So I think for digital product sellers, it's probably a really good time of year, really, and definitely maximize on those Christmas sales. But I'd actually really love to know and hear from both digital product sellers, all different types of Etsy sellers, in the comments below. Please tell me what your Christmas experience has been like so far. I'd really love to know. And what's your strategy, really? What do you actually do? Do you put it on vacation mode? Do you just go all in? Do you do Etsy ads? What's your kind of idea? What's your strategy? It'd be really great for other people to sort of hear it as well below. But one thing is for sure, look, it's a very, very stressful time of year. Undoubtedly, you have to curb your expectations. Number one, it's never what you think, right? It's never what you think. And customers can be the worst, actually, at this time of year. They can actually be the most rude, really, at this time of year. So, expect it. I mean, it's a sad thing to say, but humans can be very, 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 humans can be the worst, right? But yeah, I'm gonna really leave it there. But it's really more about knowing what your experience is. Like I said, I've heard a lot of good things and a lot of things that have been disastrous, really, during this time of year. But it's all about what strategies you use for Christmas. And one of the strategies I'll keep saying is that prepare early. Prepare early. I mean, if say you sell digital products, I keep saying to the other Etsy sellers is, get all your stuff ready, prepared, designed months before the time. I mean, with digital products, we have an advantage where we don't have to worry about the shipping per se, in that sense. So get all the things prepped early, get them designed early, get them listed early, because you see, as the time approaches, people do buy things very early for Christmas anyway. So as the time approaches, the increase of customers on the platform will increase. More the algorithm can see what you're doing, will start pushing you up further and further. So you'll have an advantage if you do list up early, and this is a fact. So definitely do that. That's one strategy to definitely do. But obviously, for those people that are selling using, having to ship their orders, then you also need to have a system in place for yourselves, whether it be creating things, getting them batch produced, whatever it is that you make, enough so that when you get the orders coming in, you're able to fulfill those orders really quickly. And obviously having contact with the post office or the postal service, so that when things are going out and when they're going to reach. Now, nothing is perfect, like I said, and things sometimes don't work out, and sometimes there are delays that happen, so that things are going to be out of your control. And always try to curb the expectations of the customer by being very, very clear in your communication in terms of when they can expect to receive their goods, because inevitably customers actually go crazy when they don't receive their stuff when they think they're supposed to receive it. It's just the way it is. But guys, I hope you like the video. If you do want to see lives on talking about, different topics, using Reddit and other things, then please just say live below. And like I said, let me know your experience of your Christmas sales. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.